Yo, YouTubers! Me again. See? I'm just doing a bit of housework. Because I'm going to tell you my dream I just had. So impactful. Basically, I was at my cousin's for a party. This was the dream, by the way. I was at my nephew's, at my cousin's, for a party. And it was my daughter's birthday party. And I had decided to make some Easter eggs for the party. And but my brother Michael started without me. Which is not what I wanted. And I couldn't find what to wear either. So I went off in a huff. Because I was planning on making chocolate eggs, and so was he. But I wanted to melt the chocolate. I wanted to do the eggs myself. But he started without me. Which he didn't like. Nearly ready. There we go. Now I'm ready. Hey, yeah. So, my brother. So, like I say, I don't really go off in a huff. I go off to have a meltdown. An autistic meltdown. And because the room I'm meant to be getting changed in, I can't fit. Because only my daughter can fit. My daughter's about 3 or 4. Doesn't really say on banners or anything. But that's how old she looks. So I have no idea what to wear to my, actually, surprisingly, it's our joint birthday. Because it's my birthday too. And nothing's going right. I can't choose what to wear. Whenever I try to find a way to my bedroom to get changed. Like I said, this is one crazy dream. Stairs disappear. The doorway is small. Until my uncle Stephen has a word. He comes up to me and says, "There you are." And I apologise because I threw my brother Michael's mould, which was made out of wood, on the floor and splashed Mum in the eye with chocolate. Well, not really in the eye, but there. So I apologised. It's just 'cause that's what I do, and I just about have a meltdown as I throw things, and then I have to get away. So, anyway. So Uncle Stephen corners me and says, it's okay to feel this way. We've done something. And this is when the magic happens in my dream. And I go up to a door, which just looks like my daughter-sized door. Like I would never fit in. And by magic, it extends and grows. Big enough for me to just walk in. So I do, and it's still got my daughter's bits, but it's got an adult bed, which is a single, but because me and my daughter both like Disney, it's like Disney everything. So it's like, I was just over the moon, because, not literally, figuratively, because they knew magic, and two, they thought about me. Even though it's both mine and my daughter's, they thought about my daughter first, but they thought about me as well, which I didn't. We were just special. So as I'm leaving that room, I bump into one of my friends, because I've made friends, with a man in drag. He had his hair up, nice boobs, everything. And he was flamboyant as well. Because I leave the room and I just walk away, because I still can't find what to wear. And they cornered me and said, "What's wrong, darling?" And I'm like, "I don't know what to wear." And they're like, "You look gorgeous the way you are." I was in leggings and a t-shirt. But they were like, "Your daughter's going to do her reveal now downstairs, so it really doesn't matter what you wear, it's her moment to shine." And I'm like, okay. And I help her take off her coat to reveal the most puffiest of dresses that she's never worn before, with Rapunzel on. And she was greeting her guests like I would. "Hi, nice to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you." And they're all boys for some reason. I think that's just because that's who was arriving. I'm single at this point, I have to admit. But I had my whole family behind me helping to raise the daughter. She doesn't really have a name, actually, in the dream. If I could give her a name, it'd be Sally. Anyway, it's my turn to get changed because the men are now going to be arriving. I think this was like a setup type party and a birthday party in one. Even though Sally's way too young to be thinking about that. But Mummy is not, as in me. So, what my drag friend, he doesn't have a name, so that's what I'm just saying, drag friend, pulls me to is a door, an amazing door. This is more magic, basically, which shows you dresses from all the different Disney films. They give you 2 examples, and I think the 2 examples were Cinderella and Snow White, and I didn't want either one. So, in my quietless voice, because I'm overwhelmed, can I have Ariel? And they're like, yes. Put this on. And it was a VR head set. Not the handles, just the head. So, I put the VR on and go through the door. And in it is so many people sitting down, so you have to avoid them. And then get to the stage where it says stand. And that bit of floor feels different to the rest of the floor. And they say, you have chosen Ariel. With time to become her. Any changes do you want? And I said, it's going to make it red instead. And they're like, yeah, we'll make it red. So, they strip me, basically, completely naked. And then, as if by magic, they're like, bibbity, bobbity, ooh! And I'm dressed in Ariel's, was yellow, now red dress. Puffy as well. So they must have all magic, that's magic basically. And they do my hair as well, you know, got VR on. It's magic basically. And actually this VR is not really one that goes on the head, it's more like a glass thing. So it's basically just glasses. So they could do my hair at the back. And they do, and I look gorgeous. And then I exit. And I don't do the grand reveal because I leave the wrong way, basically, and then I join the party. And my grand reveal. And I do look gorgeous. Hair and makeup are done, apart from the eyes. But I think that's what is meant to happen once I go through the portal, is they take the VR off and do the eyes. But so they just magicked it while I was just wondering. And it was a big dress, so you have to be careful that you don't bum into anyone. And I had a rumour that Adam Wilde was going to be there, but I didn't trust it. until like I say, it's a weird dream. My location's not at a house anymore, it's in a mall. As in like the Metro Centre or something, where you have the cinema and food court and things like that all on the same level. So I'm just wondering. Luckily my daughter's being looked after, so there's no need for that. And first I hear him before I see him, because he's got such a recognisable voice. I know that voice from somewhere, don't I? And he keeps running away from me. And I can only go so far because the dress, the heels, I'm like, pitter-patter, instead of normal strides that I normally do. He tries his best to avoid me. Because he knows that basically it's playing a game, basically. I have enough, basically. And I put an APB out for him. All services must stop until I, Princess Matheson, actually no, I'll be Queen, because Princess is my daughter. So Queen Matheson gets her hands on Adam Wilde. And they do. They shut shops, they stop the cinema, everything. Instantly. People and huffs and everything. I'll be like, but I was watching that, or I was eating that, or... They're like, no. Did you not hear the announcement? He comes out of the cinema, because that's where he was hiding. And he's like... And I grab him by the arm. Turns around, and it is him. In a cowboy hat of all things. And then he is wearing a suit, but he's got an orange jacket over it. So he hasn't got the suit jacket, he's just got an orange jacket above it. So I got him, and then services start again, instantly. So I talk to him, and we talk, and there's just some places I can't go because of my dress. That's the way the party goers leave. And I'm a princess, so I have to leave in my carriage, I think. Queen, sorry. Still carriage. So like I said, we've been talking. And he tells me he's single. And I'm like, okay, so am I. Then it turns bad. And he keeps basically, if he threatens to leave, and I try and follow, but because of my puffy dress, I can't. But luckily, underneath the puffy dress, I'm not naked or anything. I've just got like a figure hugging dress after that. So I strip out of the puffy dress, and follow him. And we get chatting again, because I stopped him from leaving. But because I'm not wearing the puffy dress anymore, they're worried about where I am. Because we've went off. And the party's over anyway, so... And the princess is asleep at home, I think. Basically, ever since I got changed, I forgot that my daughter is no longer in the dream. So, she's been taken care of somewhere else. Me and Adam, like I said, went off to be by ourselves. And we have sex. And I think it's love again. That's what I think. Until one of the staff holds up a banner, and like I said, magic, and an interview's playing on the banner, which is like from ceiling to floor banner, where his wife reveals all. His real last name, that he's married, and everything else, like the life they've had, and he's needed by the police because for fraud, I think, money fraud. So I showed him the video because it was on a loop. Does this come to you, can it? And he's honest. Yeah, that's me. So yeah, married. Yeah. And then for some reason we're on a ledge. No way out. So if we did want to seek freedom, we'd have to get a thing that goes up to collect us and then goes down again. To save us. He tries jumping, and I catch him. That is not the way to sell things. But the thing is, after we had sex, we were both naked before the video, and he'd move me around. Wouldn't let me get dressed again or him get dressed again. And we'd just lie there together to sleep. But that's when we got disrupted by the video. And people saying, give up, give up. You know you want to give up. And I still have love for him in my eyes. So I said, no, I don't want to. I want to marry him. I kind of didn't want to believe the video. That him already being married. So, he says, okay. We'll hand ourselves in. Really? Yeah. And then the dream fades to black. Like you do in a film. So as I'm going down, he jumps. That's when the dream ends. Me watching Adam jump to his death. He just couldn't handle cheating, going to prison, hurting my feelings. So it was just too much for him and he jumped. So yeah, that is my dream that I just had. Honestly, I have no idea what it means. But I know what it means when it involves him. It means, like it says in the Ice Club 7 song, who are back together, that he'll always be in my heart. And I always wake up thinking about him. Well, I don't wake up thinking about him, but I do think about him a little bit every day. Because he was my first love. I need to move on, but it's difficult. Anyway. That was a journey. That's what I'm going to call it. A journey. Oh! So I'm just looking out the window and there's my neighbour's cat. That reminds me. When I was cat sitting in Inigo, and he would sit on this table and stare at the cat. Either that, or he'll try and get away from the sink, like lean over the sink in the kitchen to look, because the window's looking that way as well, to check out the cat. I do miss having a cat, but I'm going to quench that thirst eventually by volunteering at a cat and dog shelter. Looking after the cats, looking after the dogs, and that will mean shoveling stuff. But I don't mind. If I get to stroke cats and dogs, I don't mind. Anyway. Or even being a foster. I wouldn't even mind being a foster home for cats. Because then I'll know it's going on to a great home. I'm mumbling now about cats. So yeah, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe.